Hi everybody, it's Jess, your go-to YouTube dance commentator, and we're here with a Patreon request. Shout out to Hannah Jade for the request. It's ENHYPEN, and it's still Monster. We have the dance practice pulled up. I'm ready to dive in. I hope you are. Let's go. Ooh, nice ripple. Jake from State Farm having a little angsty moment. That's Jungwon. Yeah. That's Jay. I think I have everybody's names. I'm feeling confident. Sonu. Oh, I really liked how complete that body roll was. The subtlety in the falsetto is really nice. It's a serenade. The vampire fangs. Sunghoon. Nice. Very nice. This one has a lot of spacing where they're spaced out quite far, which is kind of cool. Take up all that camera frame. I'm not a monster. With a Sunghoon finish. Nice. Okay, from the top, here we go. How fun. Ugh. I really liked the ripple in the beginning. I think this one is a nice pace for the group, considering they have a lot of high intensity routines. It's nice to have this fit within that discography and portfolio of movement. Looks great. So everybody's facing different directions depending on your line. They reach up with the arm with a nice tension with the elbow dropping down. I like that Jake comes up first. Then we ripple it up from back to front. Different directions, of course. Then we redirect with the knees on that second line. Then we go to our beginning position with a dropped level, and some of us chose to reverb in our posture, which was cool. Everyone's frozen except for your feature, which is Heesung. It showcases him as a great feature out the gate. I like the arms, how they drape it down. Really nice with port bras. We arm swing or shoulder accent with that was really cool, bringing it in. Then we have Jake from State Farm living his best life over in the corner. I like the rigidness of our direction changes. Now we're all unified there with a level. Look at that. It was cool to see. If you go back a little bit more, it's most replayed for a reason. I love that. So we come back up, we rotate it, we go from a unison section straight into a leveled tier section that actually creates a fun mirror effect or a balanced effect in the formation because you have somebody standing over here and then you had your feature standing over here. So whenever you transition, it's going to make it look really nice, balanced, even in the transition, which is really cool. So the V-step behind is nice. I like the airtime on that. We kickball change. All of that is really fun. Then we use the chest to make that lower body look a little bit more full and engaged. I like the grab on it. We redirect with these hinges are super fun. Then they take the body and they signal the direction back with the lower body, and then they let the body be kind of dragged along with it in the torso. Super cool there. I think it's really nice. Great commitment. So bring it forward. That right there. I love it with the send down on the shoulder. Then everybody goes right back to the inside. We do this attachment there where we're engaged with each other, or we have it all and threaded with each other with the arms. Then we go and we expand it out at the feature's request, right? It's cool. We end up snapping it down to the face. We trace it up. Now, what am I going to be missing? Surely any wordplay opportunities in our musicality. What is musicality? The connection between our movement and our music. So how is our movement relating to either the words, how the tone is coming across? Is it aggressive? Is it subtle, right? Falsetto on men, they're going to have a more intimacy behind it, more vulnerability, because we normally don't associate male voice to to falsetto like we do women to falsetto, right? Which is totally fine. That's just kind of, the psychology, the cultural upbringing, and the biology in a lot of ways, which is absolutely fine. But that's why it's going to have some choices where you see men engage in a falsetto voice and you see more intimacy in the movement or more subtlety in the movement. It's going to relate more vulnerably on average. So we have the shoulder shrugs, which is really cool. We do the shoulder swipe on it. We reset the arms, trace it or send it around, which is really nice. Then we slap it down. Then we end up doing a toe tap. Look at how complete that body roll was to settle it in the hips. So I love that. We redirect, a lot of redirections. We pull it forward with a lot of tension. And then we send it around with the step out. Looks like a rooftop, but not a drag as much. We present it, the fold over, place it to signal the head to come up. Great feature moment because we deviated there. Then we pulse it back with the head and the shoulders and the lower body. And I like that we create the fangs with the hands. So we do the shoulder. Well, not really shoulder, sorry. It's like we're pushing our back against the wall with this accent with the heel is really cool. Then we fold it with the head ISO, and then we send it from their right side to the left, which is really cool. All of it's just a very cool, well done routine. I think it looks nice. I think it's very well done, specifically within their discography. I think it settles great. So we bring it up, and then we all melty down to the ground. We lift the hands up. Then we all face the inside, and then we reset with the head. We press it back. All that's really nice. We fold the hand up, rotate the hand up. Then we scoot it to a nice lunge position. I like the grab. The body roll is great. I love the rock back happening with Sunghoon there. It kept him featured because he's the only one not engaged or connected to anybody else or sifting through a formation. So that's cool. I like the mirrored effect of that or the balanced effect of it. Good tension with the grabs. They drop down to the ground, head rotation. What's fascinating about this routine is there's very rarely a chance where everybody is doing the exact same thing. And normally you would see that in the course because courses, on average, they tend to be the challenge choreo. So the more unified it looks, the easier it is to replicate, the easier it is to spread. But I mean, I think we've kind of in more recent years have become more creative there, which I really appreciate. But my point, though, is that I love the dynamics and I love the shifting between going from a mirrored formation to multiple levels to same level and then immediately dropping to facing, each other facing away. I really appreciate that because that adds so much complexity to the routine. And it makes it where there's a lot to talk about. It's harder to replicate, though. That's the downside. I love the rigidness of that with the trace down with tension. Speed change is nice. And then notice that they did the same thing the second time. They just elevated or they raised the pocket timing, so they just went faster. There's a savior, so we doubled it. So that was cool. We made it stickier. I like that you had your feature, Nikki, there in center, how he takes his arms to the middle, expands them out. Everybody else pushes both of theirs, but they send it out to the respective direction with the torso as well. The press pulse down is really nice. They drop it down. We love a good tempo walk. And then we end up walking forward is also great. So we end up going down, sending the head up. Nice melt moments there, creating more tension with the trace of the hand. Come on now. Head is nice. We send it back with the shoulder shrugs. Then we make it more smooth going forward. A lot of arm placements where we're actually touching our body, which I appreciate. It makes it more more committed, more authentic. So I love the shoulder to the hip isolation. That was really nice. There's always other things going on. It's very polyrhythmic, which is what is polyrhythms. Polyrhythms are, I would equate it to multitasking, multiplanarly, meaning that you're doing multiple movements at the same time with different body parts, and they're existing on different planes where you could rotate here and then also rotate here. Notice how that's a little bit trickier than if both were doing that. So that's what I'm noticing in most of the choreography. Very rarely are they not polyrhythmicizing something. So we end up walking. I really like the walk backward, a lot of trust there with our two members there. However, those, the four that are creating the window for that individual to come through, they're the ones that are in charge of making sure that they end up in that spot. So I like the opposition here. It's very clear who your feature is because he's the only one not even facing that direction nor engaging in any extremities for that. We have opposition of the arms. We end up swiveling it. Great way to pop up another feature. So smart. It's great. This looks great. And then we go from the column. He didn't even stop walking. It's very impressive. All of this, the dynamics are great. They're readable. Now this part, a lot of space being used. I like the slide with the foot there, with the shoulder, we do a grab, then we end up turning, and I like the rigidness and the groundedness and the weightiness of our lower body. That's really cool. We send it back, we like the flick, new choreo, then we end up punching it, it goes up. Come on, reverb with an openness there, with the isolation with the head, then we toe tap. I think we went toe to heel, it doesn't matter, but I love the body roll to travel it, that's cool. A lot of cool stuff in this. The pull it up, they pull it through. That we've seen already entertained. The trace down is nice. We flick it in. We create this moment with intimacy of the wrist, bringing it in to the head, signaling it up. Very nice. Then we flick it. Now we're in a V, and then we signal it over. There's your monster, but you had a point in the center of that V. But now it's, I like that. You see, just in the formations, you see they're so directionally different, but it's balanced. I really like the complexity of it because it looks chaotic, but it's so structured, which is why it's visually pleasing. And it's so captivating because your brain is sitting there trying to figure out why are they facing that way and why does it work. It's really nice. Whew, goodness. So we toe tap it, we scoop it with the foot. And then you have your monster, and I like that they closed in the formation, then they rotate around. That's great. Shoulder rolls are really fun. And then I'm not a monster. We go consolidate the formation to a column. We open it out. Come on, reveal of Sunu. And then we rotate, we pivot it, and we walk. New reveal into a final isolated feature. I thought it's so fun. That was great. That one can be very fatiguing. Don't let what I say deceive you, even though I was like, oh, this one's simpler in content, but not simpler by any means in the formations and the dynamics showcased. All in all, I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Hannah, for the request. As always, you guys know me, I know you. I am Jess, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!